This thug of the SLPP came out here threatening to kill the former president and every member of parliament and every executive member of the APC, every councillor. It was never arrested. But City Tunis went on 98.1, the PRO of the APC, and made this comment.
To partnership as
Australian is concerned.
You refer to
political party as far as the development of Australian is concerned, and come 2023 we go redeem Salon back under the leadership
Mr.
of the
Tunis, people concerned about this third layer of the approach of the APC. Whose format it take, though it's in a peaceful approach?
Third layer is the people taking back their power.
In which means?
Under direct leadership. I just tell you, lawful means. Now elections will they can't go to so. And this is time for people for speak and then get for speak. And let me say this, that nobody no go stop them from speaking. When the people speak, waiting they say go be reflected. And that is we own responsibility as opposition party. That when the people speak, their voice reflected. And we go ensure say their voice reflected. Nobody no go taint their voice.
Somebody will say the government in power come through the ballot box. And you're talking about the third approach for make people take back their power. You they refer to the ballot box or
I make us say lawful means. Which lawful means they? If you define lawful, I not talk anything on lawful. I say we they redeem back this country lawfully. And we they ensure that people take back their power lawfully.
These things that you don't mention as concern as an opposition. Now one way the party in power now will say you know new to them and you know new nothing will be done happen.
Now I want you guys to listen to this.
Some tension in the country. In Bo, for example, there were clashes between activists from the governing party but also from your party. How are you trying in your capacity to calm the situation down to make sure this will not escalate?
We have continued to appeal to our people to be law-abiding and not to play into the hands of the All People's Congress that has decided to make sure that this election does not hold. I'm very sure from the highest office, the chairman and leader of the APC, to the last person, they are determined that this election should not hold. Today is our day to campaign in Freetown. They took vehicles and we are parading the streets, basically provoking a direct confrontation from our people. But we have appealed to our people, our supporters, who were supposed to be on the streets of Freetown, not to fall for that. Also, I have noticed a large deployment of armed police and military men right on the streets leading to my house. They have pepper sprayed a few people who were going to me and have threatened some of my advisors with gun. I do not take lightly to this. And I want to use this opportunity also to tell the government and the police chief to withdraw those who are there. We are not going to play into their hands. We have fought for this peace. They were not part of the process. They were the ones that brought the war that led us to the level.
That is the lie right there. They're the ones that brought the war. When they know that is not true. Albert Magai in 1964 came with the criminal libel laws, changed the constitution, brought one-party states. Shaka Stevens sat on that and used the laws against them. The same things they're doing now to bring war in Sierra Leone. The same things they're doing now. Tribalism, nepotism, firing people left, right, and center. Killing people when they protest. Arresting opposition members when they speak up. That is the same thing they're doing now. And then when they go back in opposition and they are squeezed, they want to run and go back to the bush to bring war. But wherever that war starts, it will be cleaned and wiped out off the map of Sierra Leone. This time in our own dispensation. But this is the lie that they've been pushing. But I want you guys to see how this guy was speaking. The way he was talking during former President Nkrumah's presidency. They gave them that right, the free speech. It was able to speak up. Sierra Leoneans, pay attention. Listen to what these guys are doing. Now, these are the thugs that they have. I have another one for you. Let me show you guys where this whole thing started with Lai Lawrence Lima and City Tunis.
It is always the duty of the military to intervene to protect this constitution. And let me come. Or you want to bring investors?
City, waiting on a suspicion.
Well, exactly. You don't see the actual reasoning behind this whole census. Now, it just don't state.
Which one, sir?
Which is elections purposes.
But statistics then they say it's not about election. Then for them it's about development.
Listen.
But statistics is an independent institution.
In the first place, we get to understand, first of all, processes. Waiting then they say, refer to us.
Guys, I don't want to go into all of this, right? What they're talking about and all that stuff. But I just want you to see This is where this whole thing started. They've had a thing for City Tunis since this point. I want you to listen to Lionel Slima right here. Listen to him.
Obstruction.
Firstly, they not count me.
Technically, yes. Now obstructions. First of all, let you even say, let them not count you. It's a directive contrary to the. I mean, it's an instruction contrary to the directives of the president.
Okay.
Yeah. That in itself, an infractions of the law, okay. Right?
So now, based on that, the police they act now. We don't invite.
No, we're not living in a democracy where people can agree and disagree and say, no, I'm not going to be part of this process. Fake, lying, stupid census. That is what these guys are. These guys think it is an autocracy. It's a one party government system. It is not a democracy. There should be no space for people to speak. Listen to him.
Number one. There is a statutory instrument to the effect where constitutes the laws of this country. You understand? There is a constitutional provisions that the work the census is doing is a legitimate work.
Okay.
So for any individual citizen incite, right?
This word incite. These guys, the vocabulary, this word incite, everything is incitement, even when people are within the confines of the Constitution. This man was the same man who sat.
It is always the duty of the military to intervene to protect this constitution. And let me come, yes, let me come, please.
This is the man. This is the same guy. Listen to him.
They challenge a lot of things.
They're not challenging anything we related to the law.
So why not make your point and not tell the people?
And we did. The fact is, there has been no incitement.
And understand by our position.
Oh yes, this is not party position. At the highest level.
Okay, again, I don't want to go into this, right? But these are the thugs that we have. These are the people that we have in government, and this is what is happening. These guys spoke freely. There was no concerns. Nobody arrested them. President Nkrumah created an enabling environment. It is right here. He allowed these guys to enjoy good governance. Listen to him.
Therefore, it's very critical. So if you come into governance through tribalism, through faith, how you will rule the country? Every member of this Republic of Sierra Leone is important, and you need them. You therefore stretch out. You therefore make sure say the people of Falaba are happy. The people of Bond are happy. The people of Moyamba, Pujeong, Kambia, Kotloko, Kailong, all sides. So you know, come and try to gain power by dividing the people. You gain power by dividing the people, you know we're able to sustain and rule the country peacefully. So that is why this issue, we are bringing an issue of also a great concern to we, and as I say, we will address them, we will take the next steps, we will address the nation. I will call the political party leaders or make them come, so that we will address them as well. When you say it is about the future of the country, not of individuals, it's not even a political party. The country big past APC, the country big past SLP, a big past NGC, a big past CSC, a big past all of them put together. And why you didn't bring tribalism now? We have Dineas on the other side, Girankes, the Kumanes, the all sides is mixed up. If you listen to obituary, then we call all one of the country. One person died, you will see how connected we are. You travel now, you go, people them, they move all over the country, especially the market women. Then they move all over. So anything we get for do with tribalism, it will affect everybody, directly or indirectly. So we all get a responsibility, and I assure them that after the Security Council meeting, we will take the appropriate steps. But this is what is happened is unacceptable. We all condemn them, and whether it is APC or SLPP or any party, the people of this country don't deserve that.
You know,
therefore, it's very critical. So if
this is presidential. This is how a leader speaks. Tell me, you guys, have you ever seen Marabio speak like this since he's been president? For the whole time he's been a president, have you ever seen him speak like this? talking, bringing people together, trying to, bring some sense and sanity, calming everybody down. No! Because he wants to fan the flame and the embers of division within the country. So that's why he says, he's going to be ferocious. When you listen to him, he says, I'm going to be ferocious. I'm going to be calm, but you, my supporters, you should be ferocious. You should not be calm. These are the things he said. But I want you guys to see, that's why I said I'm just laying out the evidence for you guys, so you guys can see how this guy spoke. You guys can see how they spoke. Listen to this guy at UK&I in London when he spoke. Listen to him. Listen to this.